Hello, Adam here. Thanks for joining me again today. I've had a lot of folks request a desert scene, so that's exactly what I'm going to do for you in this video. Now, this is a little more complex than most of the paintings that I do, so what I'm probably going to do is skip forward some. As long as I've shown you the technique, if I'm moving on to another cactus or something like that, I'll probably just go ahead and skip forward for the sake of time. Okay? So with that, let's get to the video. Enjoy. Okay, so I've got my standard 16 by 20 canvas here. It's already covered in a thin coat of liquid white. If you want to see how I put on the liquid white, I've got a video just for that. You can check that out anytime. I'll reach down here and grab a palette knife and I'm going to mix up the sky color. So I'm going to take some blue and some alizarin, and let's just mix that right there. I'm going to try to mix this a little bit more to the darker blue side at first, and then we'll lighten it up some. Let's see what that looks like. And I'll just grab my 2-inch brush, the same one that I used to put on the liquid white. That's probably going to be a little bit too blue, but let me just take a look at it. I'll just keep it up here, way up top. There we go. Just kind of brushing it on. No real pattern. Okay, let me remix this. I'll get a little more crimson. And right there. There we go. And actually quite a bit more crimson there. All right. And let me see what that looks like. Sometimes you just gotta experiment. But what I'm trying to do is put a buffer in between the yellow that I'm going to put on in just a minute. Don't want to have the yellow hitting the blue. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Now I'll kind of go back and put this in the standard way here. And one more time, I'll take some more crimson and lighten it up even more. Okay. Here we go again. So right here, there we go. And that's really what I'm looking for. So it kind of blends from blue to more of a red tone. Okay. Put that down and grab a dry brush now and mix this together. And all I'm trying to do is just kind of take out the brush strokes, fade it down just a little. Okay. Yeah, I think something about like that is what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to reach over here and grab another dry 2-inch brush. Today you may have to really take your time, clean a few brushes. I've got a lot of brushes here to try to not clean brushes on camera, but you might have to clean it or clean some brushes quite a few times. Let me get some Indian yellow, really nice bright yellow. And let's just put it in the sky right here. Normally I like to touch where I think I'm going to end up having a sun, so right in there or so. Then just kind of fan it out. Okay. And if this wasn't more of a lavender color right here, I could have been in a whole lot of trouble. Might have had a green looking sky if that had been blue. Okay. And that's why I wanted to gradually go from that blue color to more of a red-based lavender color. You just got to take your time here and just kind of look at it and keep blending till you're satisfied. You can let some of this yellow get up in here a little bit. If some of the color gets down in here and streaks in, that's okay. It looks like maybe faint clouds or something along those lines. No big deal. Okay. All right, I'm gonna reach over and grab an oval brush. I'm gonna go right back into that same color. And right here one more time, I'm gonna really kind of brighten up right here where I think I'm gonna have a sun. There we go. Get a couple hairs, you can just flick them off, no big deal. Got to be patient with this technique, but it really is no big deal. All right, now I'm just going to fan this out as if it might potentially be some sun rays. I'm going to try not to get up into this dark color just yet. Just going in a circle. The best I can. It's not going to be perfect. But those rays kind of go out pretty far on the sides. All right, now when you go up in here, you have to wipe your brush off after each stroke pretty much. All right. So just take this and just go straight up, wipe it off. I don't want to bring any dark color back into here. There we go. It's just a light little pull. That's all it is. All right, now that we got the sun rays in there, I'll reach over here, grab a filbert brush. Let's go right into some titanium white. Now we'll actually build our sun. So right here in this kind of brightest yellow spot right here that I've been working with, oh, I'm just gonna twirl in a white circle. There we go. I'm just kind of watching, trying to make it round as I can. I'm not gonna stress out over it too much. Okay, and I just take a mop brush now. I love this mop brush. It's a really fine hair brush, very good for blending softly. Now just on the edges, just try to soften the edge of that sun. I'm barely touching there. Okay, barely touching, just trying to soften the look of it, especially around the edges. Something about like that. And I'll grab a fan brush and let's come up here and put a few clouds in the sky. Not too many. I'll just go right into that color I was working with. We'll see what that looks like. And how about right here? There we go. I have a little cloud. We'll come back and blend it here in a minute. Let's see. And over here, we'll have another cloud. Something like that there. And let's put another cloud right here. Let that one come over a little bit more. Maybe we'll have a little one streaking in there. Maybe even up in here. You see just a couple. Just kind of streaking in. I don't want to do too much with clouds up in that sky. Tell you what, let me come over here and just kind of join those right there. There we go. I'll grab my mop brush now and just kind of blend these out. I'll work on this one first. I'm just going to just gently just drag over that. Just kind of fade it. Same thing here. I'm going to stay away from here for now. Maybe right there, just kind of go over it just a little bit. Once I get back here, I might actually put a little spin on these over here. There we go. time to time, I'll probably wipe this out because I don't want to get too much of that dark color into the light color. Just trying to fade these out. There we go. All right. Yeah, something along those lines there. I'll go over to this side here and do the same thing. Just twirling on it. The more I twirl on it, the more I blend, the lighter that cloud will become. You do got to be careful. Okay. Now that I'm done with those, just gently I'll go over these here. Just gently. I'm going to pick up my number 4 fan brush now and just get a little titanium white, mix it with the Indian yellow, and let's see. Let's just try to highlight some of these. There we go. Just at the bottom. We get a little more white. That way you can see it. Right at the bottom, we'll put a little shine on some of these clouds here. Just got to work with how to blend it till it kind of looks good. Right there, certainly the sun would be on that cloud. That'd be kind of bright right there. There we go. And then some spots over here the sun would probably shine in. Okay. And you might even have a couple really light color clouds right there because they're so close to the sun. There we go. I'm going to grab a clean mop brush now. I don't want to get that dark color that was left over before anywhere near here. I'm just going to gently go over these. Okay, I think we're about done with the sky. Okay, I'm going to reach up and pick up my large fan brush again. I'm going to start to build a little mountain range just in the distance. I'll use a fan brush for this instead of a palette knife. I'm really just going to look up here and just kind of just draw this in with the edge of the fan brush. There we go. I'm just going to draw what kind of looks like a mountain shape to me. Just kind of work it in and work it down. And right through here, I'm going to cut off the bottom edge of the sun. There we go. And always change the shape of it a little bit. And for you, you should really, really take your time and think about the shape of this mountain. No rush. This color will be good background color. Fade it right into almost nothing. All right. There we go. All kinds of tools we can use to make mountains. You don't have to just use the knife. Though that's a great tool for that. Okay. Just keep on here. Now let's get some color in here. Okay. I know that looks a little crazy right now. But it's going to look good when it's all said and done. I'm going to wipe out my 2-inch brush here. Always got some paper towel sitting right down here just for that. Just going to pull these mountains down a little. That'll help soften them up. There we go. And once you got your brush on it, you can really work the shapes of the hills. Change them up. We see that the mountain starts to go back up again right there, but it's off the picture. There we go. Yeah, but we don't need to do too much with the mountains. They're just in the distance. I do want to right here. Mist them up. So I just take this big brush and just twirl it, make it kind of misty right here. There we go. There. Oh, let's see. Let's grab this fan brush. Let's make one more little bump right in here. Grab my brush and pull that. Okay. Probably overthinking it at this point. Okay, I'll stick with that large brush and come right into some Van Dyke brown. Might even touch just a little bit of black. And even a little bit of that color there. I just like to have a harmony of colors. Let's put some land in here. So right in here, now we'll bring us to the forefront. Like how that's really dark against the light there. I think that looks really, really good. Now just bring this in over the top of that other color. And that other color was just to, again, kind of have a harmony of colors. Harmony of colors and tones and things like that. All right. Okay, let me pick up my liner brush. This is where things start to get a little bit interesting. I'll come right in here and get some, oh, that brown and black. I might even scoop up a little bit of yellow ochre there, just to get a color that kind of looks like it's something dark but a little bit faded in the distance. And I'm just going to start to draw just a few things in the background. Different color, or not different colors, different heights. All right. See some of them better than others, or just in the background. Okay. Maybe this one starts to get a little bit of shape that you can kind of pick up. We'll put one here that's a little bit bigger. All right. There we go. We'll make our first noticeable cactus now. And for that, I'm just going to go right into some black. We'll have a couple cactuses that are really just kind of silhouetted. And let's see. We'll have this cactus go from here down to about right there. And it's going to take me a minute to get the shape of this cactus right. Really is. Just got to take your time. It'll be a little thicker at the bottom than the top. If I want to make sure I get a little bit skinnier at the top, I turn my brush on its side. So I can get pretty thin up there. Okay. And let's see. We'll give this guy an arm starting right here. Kind of turning my brush to let it get more narrow as I go up. Put another one And right here. That one I'll connect it in a little bit different spot. Okay. There we go. And let's see, how about right here we give this guy another little arm coming. We'll connect it right there. One more here. Okay. Tell you what, I really like doing these cactuses. They can be pretty fun, but sometimes I can overdo it. Okay, I'll work on the land underneath the cactus a little bit, and I'll just kind of, oh, let's see. Bring it out that way, huh? There we go. Probably won't end up seeing that shadow. That was just a coincidence there. Just that is how you can make a shadow. Okay. And let me see. I'm going to grab an oval brush over here. And I'll just get kind of this dark brown, black color right here. And how about right here, we just put in some old desert bushes just to cover that a little bit. Same thing here. Just a few. And we'll come back and work on those bushes, give them some color here in a little bit. But right now we'll work on our feature cactus over here. Over on the right side. And I grabbed a filbert brush for that. And let's stick this thing up all the way pretty much to the top. And right about there. There we go. I'll come back and make the bottom a little bit wider. They tend to grow on me, so hopefully I don't do too much with it. And let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll try to stick with that filbert for just a little bit. I can turn it on its edge and it'll be a little bit thinner. And how about right here? I like having it a little bit rounded at the top, not perfectly pointy. Right there. A little bit thicker where it joins. I just want to kind of obscure all this. I don't want to easily be able to see a joint or a seam right there. What do I want to know? I'm going to put another little arm kind of coming out right here. There we go. Make them just a little bit taller. There we go. Let me see. You know what? I got a fan brush here with a little light color on. I'll go ahead and use that right now just to give me a little guide. I know I'm going to want to have a kind of a path right here. Goes over that way. A little bit shiny in the sun. There we go. And we'll come back and work on it, but just want to start to see it as I build things. That way I don't forget about it. Okay. And let's put some desert bushes in here. There we go. Just kind of, yeah, just kind of all in there, I guess. Won't be bad. Go back to that oval. Get a little green. I'll put a few green bushes in here. Actually, these are probably more cactuses, little desert cactuses of some sort. There we go. Same thing over here. Get a little green in it. There we go. And I'm going to grab a clean oval brush. Get a little bit of this liquid white. I've always got some sitting right here just to thin it down. And I'm going to get some crimson. There we go. And I think that these are actually some sort of flowering desert cactus. They are in my painting. That's for sure. But up here, get some of this color in there. Might be the brightest right here. And again, you might try to ask me what type of flowers these are. I don't know, but I do know that I've seen colorful blooming flowers of some sort in the desert. That I do know. Reach down, grab my liner brush, just kind of clean it off a little bit. You could use a fresh liner brush. That would probably be better. I'm going to go into a little white color here, okay, and just a little yellow. And I'm going to start to highlight this cactus a little bit. Leave these pretty much dark. But over here, I'm thinking have a little sun on that. Yeah, that looks good right there. I know sometimes you can't see well, my arm gets in the way, but hopefully you can still see what I'm doing here. Get a little liquid white. Brighten this up even a little bit more. Okay. There we go. See what that looks like. And right over here on the edge. Yeah. Well, it really got bright up there, didn't it? And if I got too much on there, I can easily take it back off. No problem. There we go. Put a couple streaky looking deals in the cactus. Kind of got lines in them a little bit anyways. All right. Go back to this and take some of that out of there. There we go. And let me do this. I'm just going to get a little green. Make it a little bit darker. Just to have a little bit of a green spot in here and there. Because it is a cactus. But it's sunset, so it's not real easy to see, but maybe a little bit of green hue on it. Maybe just a little bit of the green color. And I'll go back to this filbert just because it's got some dark color on it. I'm just going to put a little shadow under here, a little darker. There we go. Same thing there. It'll help my path stand out once again. And let's see. I think actually I'm going to go back to have a little land that you can kind of see right there. Right there. Nice bright one. Pretty bright right there. Okay. Shining right there pretty good. Get some of that again. And just look at this. I'm going to try to make this go way back there. A little bit of a shine way back there. There we go. Up into there. There we go. It looks like a little path leading our way. Maybe I'll just stick up a couple of these sticks in here. Just a couple out of the bushes, not too much. All right. Okay. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and call this one complete. You know, it's a little bit more difficult than most of the paintings that I do, but I know you can do it if you put a little effort into it, because that's all it takes. Okay? Until next time, be blessed, and remember, if I can paint, you can too. See you next time.